was about the grind. Yeah, the bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to EST Afternoons. Joaquin Gage, Zach Kubusch, Hernan, and Salas here with you right up until 3. Reed Wilkins takes over with J Milne. Take you right up until 6:30. Then it's the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show live from the Ice House with Tom Gazzola, 6:30 to 8 as it is game day. What a day, Gager. Oilers can close it out. We're going to preview the game, talk about the lineups, what both teams need to do to get the dub here, and will it be a happy post-game show? We'll get to all that, of course, here as it is a game day. 1:40 Red Light District. At 2 o'clock, new segment on the show, Inside the Numbers. And then at 2:20, Brandon Pillar, a host on Locked On Sens, will join us as they have a big game. They look to stay alive as well and push it to a Game 7. That game goes at 5 today from Ottawa, so it's going to be a fun show. Of course, we want to hear from you. River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat. If you're there, slam that thumbs up. Let's get to, the new standard for the playoffs is 150. So hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe right now if you can, please. And if you're listening, iHeart, TuneIn, radio apps, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, just slide on over real quick. Slam that thumbs up for us. Edmonton Sports Talk, which is now presented by Play Alberta. Check out all the promo codes. Deposit 20 or more to get a $100 casino bonus. All you have to do for the promo code is 100 casino. Same goes for deposit 20 or more for a $100 free bet on sports. That code is 100 and then sports, and then enter code YAG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. As we very excited, we kick off Edmonton Sports Talk, which is now presented by Play Alberta, and that's all for new players. Sign up today. It's I was already on there today, Joaquin. It was great. It was very easy to set up. I'm ready to roll with my moolah, and might sprinkle some on the EST bets. If you go on the site, it's pretty cool. You see Edmonton Sports Talk on the side, and you'll see all Dusty's parlays and all that fun stuff. Joaquin, how are you? How was two guys?
It was fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
Can't say it was any good because you get mad at me.
What did you guys talk about?
What did who would win? A gorilla or 100 men fighting it?
Okay. Where'd that come from?
You got to take your head out of the sand, man. That's what everyone's talking about. It's all over the internet.
Oh, really?
Who would win? A big silverback gorilla or 100 men?
Oh, what did you say?
Oh, it's 100 men.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I watched a Canada goose scare off a tiger trying to chase it in a zoo pen yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Canada goose are tough.
They're tough, man.
I'm in the process of setting my Play Alberta account up. I think I tried to set it up a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like before everything. And I kind of stopped halfway. So now some of my information's coming up and it's not right. So I need tech support.
Yeah, it seems that people that had an account before and are trying to they're having a little bit of issue because I think Jay was having some issues as well. I'm new to it, so
I looked at the site. It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
I like the app too.
The app's good. I got to change though the decimal because it's throwing me off. Right, for the money, for the payout, for the odds.
With all your money,
I don't have a lot.
You know decimals.
I don't have.
All you see is zeros.
All I see is zeros. How are we feeling, oil country? How are we feeling, nasties? Are we confident? Listen, I'm not going to guarantee anything tonight, okay, or today. Okay. But I'm very confident that the Oilers can close it out tonight. Very confident. And once we do the Inside the Numbers segment for Play Alberta, you'll know why. The Oilers playing some good hockey here. Last 5 periods, they've dominated. Is that league rattled? Do they have another gear? Will they get to Calvin Picks? There's so much up in the air. We'll also hear from Koob's going to work on Knobloch and Draisaitl for us for the second segment, and hopefully and maybe we'll play one in the last segment as well. As obviously the Hart nominations are all Leon Draisaitl, Connor Hellebuck, Nikita Kucherov. Nothing surprising there. Surprising that one of those guys didn't get nominated for the Ted Lindsay when I'm talking about Leon or Connor Hellebuck. But man, oh man. Hey, what did you make of the Jets game last night? They lose Scheifele, and it's already been, the coach has already said he will not travel and he will miss game 6.
Yikes. Yeah, it was got a little hairy there for a bit, but then the Jets kind of solidified themselves at home.
Yeah.
It was a good game. They looked well in command by the third period. I watched the start of the third and I kind of turned it off because there was no way that the Blues were coming back in that.
No, it's a good win. I do think I still think they can close it out without Scheifele. Scheifele's a hell of a player. He's one of their top 2 guys for sure up front. But I think they have enough depth that they can get by it. Worst case scenario when the Big Jets hosting a game 7. So I think they're going to get it done. Listening to Huss earlier, he said the nerves yesterday in that game were at an all-time high, and it was a good relief for them there. So, another Canadian team getting closer to clinching into the second round. Of course, the Edmonton Oilers can do so this evening. Another late game, 8 o'clock start. If you're going out to enjoy the game, enjoy it and don't fight. Joaquin, no lineup changes for the Oilers. It will be the same lineup as Game 5, of course. Why would you change anything after that performance? How are you feeling going into tonight?
I'm excited, I guess you could say, is how I feel. I think it's going to be an interesting game. You're going to Cass said it. I think along the same lines. This is going to be you're going to see the best of both teams. I do think this gets to overtime just because it's going to be, you get into these elimination scenarios. Everything tightens up a little bit more.
Yeah,
there's a lot more responsibility. Because everyone knows the one mistake can be the difference here, right? So, yeah, I expect a low scoring game, and but I do see I just think over the last few games and seeing how they've transpired, I think it gets to a point where the Edmonton Oilers just wear down the Kings, where they just don't have enough juice in the tank.
Do you see LA changing anything? Maybe playing their 5-6 defensive more, or playing that fourth line a little bit more?
I don't think you can at this point.
At this point, you've committed to it, right? You're 5 games in.
Maybe you try to do it a little bit more at the start. I mean, I guess it depends how the first period goes and how, the no lead is safe in this. I'm trying to think. If I was Hiller, how would I try to my game plan?
Because what you're saying is, let's just say the Oilers score first. That benefits the Oilers not only because you always want to score first, Gage, but because then Hiller cuts down his bench earlier than he probably wants to. Right?
I know. Does he do that? Does he shut it down early if they get the lead? Because I think, to tell you the truth, that plays right into the Oilers' hands.
Well, that's just it. Like it's not like he can fly in 3 other players that he trusts more at this point, right? Like maybe if Tanner Janot is healthy, this changes the whole complexion of how he runs his lines, because that guy plays regular shift, Joaquin.
Yeah, and there's a presence when he's on the ice too.
So then you're probably using 10, 11 guys a little bit more. You probably might sit Hellenius out, play him 2 minutes, but I think that injury is hampered them for sure because he doesn't have any trust in that fourth line. I'm still blown away he doesn't trust Clark and Jordan Spence. I mean, they're good puck movers. Yeah, they're smaller. They're young. I don't think they're overwhelmed by the moment or anything like that, but I'm just fascinated how Jim Hiller's run his team. And
do you remember a lot of last year's series with the Kings?
A little bit. It was a little chaotic because we were into training camp.
Okay.
So I'd watch when I can, or I'd fall asleep at times.
Okay. Because I just remember Byfield the first 4 games of the series, I was like, whoa, this guy is a whale of a player.
He's fallen off.
And he doesn't look as dominant as he was from the beginning, you know?
Okay, so do you think that blunder in Game 4 is affecting his mental space?
I don't think that. I think he's playing a lot, right? He's playing against other elite centers. I think it wears you down a little bit. He's a young guy still. But he seemed to have, if memory serves, I thought he faded last year too, and he hasn't been the same player. So and maybe you see a little bit more from him. Kempe's kind of cooled off a little bit.
You know who's faded? Kuzmenko. I know he scored last game.
Is he banged up though?
No, I just think because I think you're starting to see why a lot of teams pass. He's in and out of the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, his 2 decisions of coming to the NHL is here or Vancouver, right? So, and then I remember seeing him struggle, and of course with Tocchet, he wasn't one of Tocchet's guys.
Oh God, no.
And then they got rid of. He went to Calgary, and then he had a lot of success though at the beginning of the year.
And then he was in and out of lineup.
And then you had to take him out. So it's a guy that struggles to find that consistency. Because I thought, man, who's the Slovak guy that the Kings got on their run? Marian Gaborik.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was their Gaborik that just went nuts.
I gave him player of the game in Game 1, Kuzmenko. That's how good he was, but he's tailing off. Kempe's slow. Kopitar's his presence is not really noticeable. I still like Deneau and Fiala. I think they get around real good. They're always in there mucking it up. Fogel's you can see the speed on Fogel, but for me still, Fogel's not an elite finisher. And
Fogel's been good.
He's been good. I think those 3 have been really good for them, consistent throughout the series. You can see Doughty kind of fading away. With
it's just because it's just too much ice time.
Yeah, Edmondson should not be a top 4 guy playing over 25 minutes a night, and that's what they're doing right now. And that's why I think the Oilers, it's advantage Oilers. Oilers roll 4 lines. Sure, some guys maybe miss a shift or 2 here and there to get the nuclear option out there, which is understandable. But they roll 6 defensemen. Emerson doesn't play a lot. He'll do PK because they really like him on that, but. I think this is advantage Oilers going
because it's Anderson, Doughty, Edmondson, Gavrikov, right?
Yeah.
Because in their their defensive pairings they have it different right now, and then you just don't see Spencer Clark.
No, you don't, and it's mind-boggling to me, man. It is mind-boggling. On the LA Kings Twitter, they have do or die tonight.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah.
Well, it is. I mean,
I love it. I love it. I love that the Oilers are in the driver's seat. I love it that, a loss doesn't, just ship them out or anything like that. I just, maybe I'm reading too much into it. I just think LA's not rattled, Joaquin. I hate using that word because these guys are pros and they have a lot of vets that have won the Stanley Cup. But is it just the Oilers in their head and saying, we can't beat these guys?
No. No one thinks like that.
No, at that level, no one thinks like that, right?
No, you can't, or else you wouldn't have got to that level.
But deep down inside, do you think?
No.
What do we got to do to beat these guys?
No. They've beat them. They know they have. That's what you draw upon. You don't draw upon the negativity.
I guess that's the positives is guys, we've given up 3 third period leads.
Yeah.
This is on us.
If you're the Kings, you're saying, if we put together a full 60, we should win. That's what they're telling themselves. But they haven't got the Oilers' best in those games, too. So it's going to take their best from everyone. They can't, and the same with the Oilers, right?
Because the Oilers were at their best in Game 5. That was the closest to a 60-game performance I've seen from the Oilers in a lot of months.
Just throughout the whole line, everyone played really well.
Yeah.
Everyone played at a high level. Kings had one player playing at a very high level that game. So it's we're looking at overtime tonight. Sorry, buddy. But
I mean, it's Thursday already.
Get a nap after this. You'll be fine.
And then tomorrow we're down at the Terwilliger Rec Center.
Yes, we are.
Should be a fun one.
Might even invite you to my place.
Oh, look at that.
Maybe not.
You're potentially, well, no, you are playing in the games. You just don't know the times yet. So it might be Hernan for a few segments by himself. Hopefully we can get Joaquin. And your job, Joaquin, tomorrow is to be awesome on the ice, which you usually are, but then swipe some guests for us, some quality guests.
Oh, they're walking all around. You just grab them, buddy.
I know, but when Joaquin says, "Hey, man, do you want to join me for a few minutes?"
Who's the who's the lineup? Do you know with who the?
No,
who would you like? I'll try to get my.
What's the lineup?
I know Dean McCammon's here.
Diener.
He's always good. Let's see. Let's see who we got. I don't know if it'll have the list of people on here. Sorry, I probably should have looked at this
No worries.
earlier.
It'd be good to go through the list and see who we can snag.
Um,
I mean, it all depends on availability and all that, right? So,
Yeah. I think maybe Alish Hemsky. You think he's here?
Man, you want to see You want to see Fanboy?
Oh, really?
Holy smokes!
Well, I don't need you drooling over him.
Okay, Hammer would be one for sure.
Okay, pros. Okay,
Here we go.
we have Alish Hemsky,
Yeah, he's
Okay.
number one on my list.
Craig McTavish. We've
Yeah.
had him.
Yeah.
Chris Joseph, who I do believe is on the.
He's on the
with Reed-
Wilkins show today.
Yeah, we got Kelly Buckberger,
Okay.
Benny Scribbins,
Okay.
Steve McIntyre. He's a beast of a man. Got Huddy, Dean McCammond. We got Geraldine Heaney, Doug Hicks, Brian Strudland, myself. Who else? Mr. Jason Strudwick, Keith Acton,
Oh,
Former
wow.
coach.
Yeah.
Chris Kalanos,
There's cool.
Lottie Schmid, Sean Brown. I might be able to rustle him over too. So
Okay, so we'll try for Hammer. He's probably going to be popular. We'll
Ugh,
try. But
not
if you
that
can get,
popular.
but if you can join me for a semi-engager and you can grab Dean McCammon, that would be fantastic.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Dean likes you, right?
Yeah. Well, he invited me to his house, so
Okay, stupid.
only once though.
Does-
So maybe that
He doesn't live here, does he?
No, he's
Oh.
in Vernon.
Oh, okay. That's a good list, man. Chris Kalanos. That's a
He's a good guy too. Calgary.
Calgary guy,
Yeah.
yeah. Played here for maybe 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yes, Chris Joseph at 4 p.m. Reed Wilkins shares with us on the Nasty Chat.
Nice.
Well, again, it's hopefully in those 2 hours, one of those guys is available and we can snag him up and have a fun chat. I want to talk to Dean, especially because I'm a 90s Oilers guy. Like that's like when Hernan didn't miss a game. You know, would listen to every post-game show, read every article in the paper, and Dean McCammon was a part of that. You were a part of that. So many beauties were a part of that. Outside of Buckberger, have we had a 90s Oilers on yet?
No.
No. Great.
Yeah. Dino was like, if you watch him play still too, like
He was quick, eh? Yeah.
he one of the best skaters ever. So smooth. Crazy.
Dean McCammon was, I just want to make sure he was, okay, he came over in a trade, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was with Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
then Edmonton, Ottawa.
Edmonton, Chicago, Philadelphia, Calgary,
Really?
Colorado, St. Louis, Ottawa, New York Islanders, Devils.
Jesus. Dino. How about those air miles?
Let's see. He had his best year with the Flames, 51 points, and his second best year was with the Oilers in 97-98, 19 goals, 31 assists.
It's funny because was it Matt Cook that knocked him out the one time? Like he got one of those bad hits.
Was it him?
Yeah. And because when we were here and we were talking, I go, remember we went to that, I don't know, it was after practice and someone dropped off some tickets this game. It was to Bon Jovi. And Dean, I go, you want to go? He goes, yeah, sure. So we went to the concert. We're like, I don't really like to do this. By the end of it, yeah, we're just singing it. And we know the words to every song. But I was telling the story and he was like, Gager, I don't remember any of that. I go, what? He goes, he said from the concussion, a lot of it's not accessible anymore.
Gus says no Jason Arnott. Where's that guy these days?
That was my mystery guest for a while back, if you remember. That's who I was trying to get. I'm still working on it, but that would be great. I don't think he does a lot of stuff though.
No,
I've seen him on like one podcast, and
he probably doesn't want to. He's like,
No.
I'm done with this stuff.
yeah,
Leave me be.
he was a great guy, man.
Oh, I
Loved his back then. That was all the video collections and movies. He was he liked Steven Seagal like Dusty likes Nicolas Cage.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Would just watch whatever was it, License to Kill or whatever. Oh, they were just
License to Kill is good.
Yeah.
And we'll end with this one. Coach Mike says, any word on Troy Stetcher? Haven't heard much once the season. Mike, he was hurt. He's good to go. He's practicing, but you're not putting him in the lineup. The Oilers have won 3 straight, coming off their most dominant game. That's it. Troy Stetcher is available. He is on the ice with the team, but he's a healthy scratch right now. That might change. We don't know, but right now you don't change the 6th defenseman. And that's what happens when you get injured. You have the risk of one guy coming in and stepping up like John Klimberg has, and you're not bringing him out of the lineup. All right, coming up next, we'll continue to tee up Game 6 between the Oilers and Kings here down at Rogers Place. Reminder, Tom Gazzola is down for pre- and post-game shows at the Ice House. Book your table. Try to get in there and say hi to good old Tommy. And then, it's going to be wild, man. And then if there is a game on the weekend, we'll update you on the location for that pre- and post-game show. Keep hitting us up on the River Cree inbox. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off, 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. Keep hitting that thumbs up. Keep sending the messages to the inbox and the Nasty Chat. We're back after the break with some Oilers audio here on EST Afternoons.
Hart nominee Leon Draisaitl and the Oilers can punch their ticket to the second round with a win tonight against the Kings in Game 6. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas as Gazzola goes live from the Canadian Ice House at 6:30 right here on EST. And from Winnipeg, Mark Scheifele has been ruled out for tomorrow's Game 6 against the Blues due to an undisclosed injury which forced him to miss the last 2 periods in Winnipeg's Game 5 win yesterday. And there's 3 other games on tap, with the Sens looking to push their series to 7 games against the Leafs, down 3-2 in the series. Well, the Avs and Stars duke it out as Dallas controls Colorado 3-2, with Stars forward Jason Robertson now listed as day-to-day, nearing his return to play from a lower body injury that's kept him out since the end of the regular season. 2 teams are on the brink of elimination in basketball. The Pistons trail the Knicks 3-2, while the Nuggets hold the Clippers against the wall in Game 6. And after rebounding with a 7-6 win last night, Toronto rematches Boston just after 5 o'clock, with 2 other games in baseball underway, including the Royals holding the Rays 7-2 in the 8th inning. This sports update is brought to you by Gimme Virtual Golf. Whether you're up for a casual round or a serious game, Gimme Virtual Golf has all the flex passes to fit your style. Visit Gimme Virtual Golf and discover just how fun indoor golf can be. More Oilers discussion, and we'll dive into the locker room on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Craving a late night snack? Hit the Banquet for our new late night happy hour. Sunday to Thursday, 9 p.m. till close. Try favorites like sweet and spicy lettuce wraps or our Banquet burger and fries, all at happy hour prices. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
Timeout, Edmonton. The new Play Alberta app has arrived, and it's here to make your gambling experiences more fun, exciting, and secure. Enjoy the convenience of hundreds of casino games, betting live on your favorite sports teams, and access to lotteries all in one place anywhere in Alberta. Enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. That's a $50 free bet for new and existing users using code YEG50. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Downsizing, upsizing, or staging your home to sell? Sentinel Storage is Edmonton's team for affordable storage solutions. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Sentinel Storage, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
.127. Welcome back to EST Afternoons live from the William Huff Studios here on the west side of the city. It's a beautiful day out there. It's going to be about a high of 22 tomorrow and Saturday, though. 25 and 27 is what's being reported right now. So that's Hernan weather. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's Joaquin Gage. It's Zach Kubusch. You know what I was thinking, guys? We're not going to be able to do Zach to the Future tomorrow.
Why not? Why not?
How are we going to play the clips and everything?
That's a solid question. I mean, you could probably play it through your computer. He's just trying to find a way out.
Sorry, Maddie, what was that? Oh, okay.
Okay, I guess we could.
I guess we're doing it then.
Fish it out. Unless you don't want to, that's fine. It's fine.
Do
you know I'm going to win
do it?
anyway. Of course, you know I want to do it.
I got to say, Chief Andy's he's a loyal listener and viewer, and he says, Arvidsson does nothing. He should be the one player that comes out. I'm starting to question Chief Andy's hockey viewing knowledge.
Did you see him last game?
Did you see him last game? Who set up the winning goal, Chief Andy? Come on, bro.
He was the buzzsaw again. A little bit more of the buzzsaw.
No, if you want to say he wasn't good in the regular season, that's fair game, man. But I haven't minded him in the playoffs, and I know he falls a lot, but that's what happens. That's what happens. All right, so then we will do Zach to the Future tomorrow. Good stuff. Someone's gonna have to show me how to connect and all that. I'm still learning. Joaquin, do you want to listen to Leon Draisaitl? No.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hear.
Well, Leon's been a dog like he always is. He's up for the Hart. He already won the Rocket with 52 goals.
Has he won the Hart though? Didn't he win the Hart that year?
Well, he has a heart.
He has a heart.
Yeah.
But he didn't win the Ted Lindsay.
Oh, good question. I don't know. I don't think he did win the Ted. No. I think Connor won it both.
Yeah.
Well, here's the German superstar Leon Draisaitl meeting with the media earlier today.
Yeah, it's an honor, obviously. There's tremendous amount of great players that have been part of that and have won it in the past. So obviously proud to be in that conversation with some pretty amazing players. So I'm happy about it.
Do you wonder what those numbers might have been like with 11 more games to play this year?
I mean, you can ask that question probably for every player, right? Like that's guys miss games here and there. So maybe it would have been a couple more, but you never know.
Yeah, I think the consensus was from a lot of the guys that talked after the game was that was the best game of the series, maybe the best game of the season for you guys. What did you think of the game, and how do you guys keep that going here tonight?
Yeah, I would definitely put it up there. It was one of our best games this year, just from top to finish, top to bottom, start to finish. I thought we were on it, we're at it, and obviously looking to bring that again tonight.
Darcy Kemper's played really well. Obviously, the last game, half of the other game as well, has been kind of on top of his game. When you're playing against a goalie who's playing at that level, what do you need to do to kind of get to him, basically?
Well, he's certainly playing well, but I think we have gotten to him. You know, we've scored a lot. He's a great goalie. I mean, obviously, you know, makes a lot of great saves, and you know, gives them a chance to win every night. So, yeah, we're looking to continue that tonight.
When you have a team that push to the brink in your experience, do you see something different from them at times? Like, are you expecting a different push from them?
Well, they're going to try and play their best game. I mean, they have no choice really, and we don't have a choice either. So we got to be ready for their best, and we have to make sure that we bring our best tonight.
Do you like the way you guys maybe had more sense of urgency early on? Is that something that will help you moving forward, and you can continue to find that?
Early on in games, yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, the first couple of games we find ourselves in these holds early on games, and it takes a lot of energy to climb back into those. We've done a great job of that, but yeah, we're looking to start better, and I think we've been doing that the last 2 nights.
Leon, you guys are 5-0 in games 5 and 6 when you have a chance to clinch. You know, the other team's going to bring their best, but you've had an ability to counter that. How much does that experience help you in a game like tonight, and what's been the key to success in the previous games?
I think just not overthink the moment. You know, this is another game in this series. 2 really good teams playing each other, 2 teams that know each other really well, and just, you know, we believe that our best can beat anyone's best, and I think more often than not, if we're capable to getting close to our best, we're giving ourselves a good chance to win, and that's our goal for tonight.
In the last 5 periods, it's rare to have a team really control things. Usually the other team will get a momentum, they'll get some shifts here or there, but you guys have really dominated. How much confidence does that give you heading into tonight? And can you pinpoint why your team is like every line, every defenseman, every goalie has really been on there those last 5 periods?
Yeah, everyone's just been going, and you know, filling in their roles, and when they're out there, you know, attacking and having the right mindset. So it obviously helps a lot when you have 4 lines that are rolling and playing well. So yeah, we're just looking to continue that tonight, and obviously close them out.
Lots of talk about how it's a new series, new teams, some new players, but this series is going the way all the other series have gone. You know, it's a toss-up early, and you guys figure some stuff out, and you start to pull away. Is there confidence in this room that you're seeing something you've seen before?
Yeah, I mean, there's confidence in it for sure, but every series, every game starts at 0-0, right? So tonight we know they're going to have desperation. They're going to be, you know, looking to bring their A game, and we have to match that, and then obviously bring our A game. And like I said, we believe that our best probably beats anyone's best, and yeah, we're looking to do that again tonight.
Leon, what does it mean to be a Hart finalist?
You're late, hey? I answered that question already. No, it's obviously a big honor. Some tremendous players that have won it. You know, to be able to be in that conversation with some great other players. Yeah, it's a great honor. Very proud of it, and you know, happy that I get to be a part of it.
I hope you didn't answer this one, but did the writers get it right in the players?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You guys usually get it wrong, so.
The writers, not the TV guys.
Same thing.
Leon Draisaitl, eh? Just taking shots. You're late, eh?
It's good.
Already answered that.
I like it.
I need to know who that was, because there's always he's a
So I was thinking Tommy came to mind first, but
yeah, Tommy's
was on
late.
time.
Oh boy. And I didn't really hear the last one when was it about the voting? Did you catch it? He goes, I don't trust you guys.
Yeah, you guys usually get it wrong anyway, right?
So that's good.
Well, it's the same thing. Like the writers pick who they think. Obviously the Ted Lindsay is voted amongst your peers. That's what's going to mean. It's going to mean more to the players that your peers voted for you than writers. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. And so, I like what he said. Not overthink the moment. They've been really good in closeout games, Joaquin. They've been there, done that. I think this is going to be a relaxed group. And if they play like they did on Tuesday night, the Oilers will be moving on to the second round. I'm intrigued to see what LA brings tonight, because I mean, it's not hard to improve on what they showed last game, Joaquin, because they were really bad. And again, that was the worst game of the series for sure. You heard the coach say, you said their players say it, so they're trying to push it to LA on Saturday night when it's going to be plus 27. I'll give you the lines just in case you don't know what the lineup's going to be. This is what they went with in the morning skate. McDavid between Draisaitl and Perry. Kane with RNH and Hyman. That line was fantastic last game. Henrique between Connor Brown and Trent Frederick. And then Janmark, the janitor, with Arvidsson and Podkolzin. Defensively, Nurse with Bouchard, Wallman with Klinberg, Kulak with Emberson. Pickard gets the start. That's going to be start number 4 in a row for Mr. Calvin Pickard. Good for him. And we'll see if he can continue rolling here. He's won 3 straight games. He's been pretty damn good for the Edmonton Oilers. The veteran goaltender is getting the start. No lineups notes from the LA Kings, but it's probably going to be the same as we've seen throughout the playoffs. They're going to roll 3 lines and 4 defensemen. They'll probably play Jordan Spence and Clark a bit in the first, early in the second, and then they'll go away for sure. The special teams, a little bit turning. I know Kuzmenko scored last game on the power play, but the Oilers looking better on the PK, looking much better on the power play, even though they didn't score, but they're generating a lot more. So if you're going down to the game, it's going to be a fun one. The sun is shining. The Oilers can clinch. Joaquin is cautiously optimistic. Is that a proper term?
Cautiously optimistic.
Like you're still giving some respect to.
Oh, how do you not, man? We got Doughty and Kopitar.
I love Doughty. I think he's a phenomenal defenseman.
Stanley Cup champions, man. I don't care about it. They've done it before.
C-Run says Draisaitl's calling out the punctuality of the media. Tommy probably recovering from daylight savings. C-Run says, I listened to Locked On LA's take and the Flames Nation's boy. They're not giving the Oilers any credit for winning last game. They think LA had a couple of bad periods. They were bad all game. I'm sorry. I don't think they were good.
Calgary's. I've watched a few of them. I think what's the one, Barn Burner. Oh yeah, they never have anything good to say about it, which is great. I think it's awesome. If you want to get mad, just watch that podcast when they talk about the Oilers. It's all they're no good. They've made so many mistakes, and then it's kind of funny that they find themselves in the position because they had them done like. Cooked last week, being down 0-2. And hey, so did I. I just the way the regular season ended, the amount of injuries, and the way that the Kings were playing, and this is why I didn't know if the Kings could keep up that level. It seemed like they could, because it wasn't overly taxing. It was very defensive structured. But then what rears its ugly head in these series, and the reason why in the offseason you hear management always talk about their team with depth is because when you get to this time of year, your depth really starts. Are you okay over there?
Yeah. But what's intriguing is that everybody we've talked to out of LA says they have better depth. They obviously don't.
No. But you said it before. The amount of ice time that the fourth line and that other D pairing we're getting through the regular season is different.
Yeah, like
the coach has lost complete confidence in some of his players.
We got to get to a break here, but just quickly, Joaquin, does Jim Hiller? Does this, if they're out in the first round, does it cost him his job despite having a fantastic regular season?
Yes.
Okay, and because they're going to tie it into the challenge, the way he handled his roster. The way he handled third periods when they were up, that all comes into it.
What was the biggest thing coming out of LA before? That they're changing this defensive structured style and all the players. Kopitar, I remember this. I'm looking forward to next year where we're not as handcuffed offensively.
Yeah.
That's coming from a 37-year-old.
Yeah. I don't see the depth. They're not using it because some nights they're rolling 8 forwards.
I've seen more depth in a kid's little pool in the backyard. Whatever that is. Kiddie pool.
Finishing up a heater.
Portions of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. Make beer cheap again at the CBH, Molson Canadian Steins, for just $4.50, 25% off, Monday to Friday, open till 7 p.m. Round up your crew and stop by the Canadian Brew House. Up next, it's your favorite segment of the week, the Red Light District with Joaquin Gage. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Keep slamming that thumbs up. We're getting close to 100, not at the pace we were yesterday, which is fine, but we're 35 away. So please slam that thumbs up if you haven't done so. Hit subscribe also if you haven't done so. And hit us up on the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. We're back after the break with Red Light District. Here's Koob.
The Oilers and Hart finalists Leon Draisaitl can end their series against the Kings at home tonight in Game 6. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas preview the action during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show, which goes live at 6:30 from the Canadian Ice House. You can tune in here on EST. Three other teams are one away from a round one win. Toronto leads Ottawa 3-2. The Golden Knights and Wild face off with Vegas trailing 3-2 before the Habs battle the Stars, with Colorado fighting for their playoff lives in Game 6. Meanwhile, the first 15 players to represent Team Canada for this year's Men's World Championship have been named to the roster. San Jose's Macklin Celebrini makes a squad, joining some veterans including Bo Horvat from the Islanders, Phillies, Travis Konechny, and Nashville's Ryan O'Reilly. On the court, the Nuggets and Clippers tip off in Game 6, Denver needing just one win to make it to the second round, while the Knicks and Pistons go head-to-head as New York controls the series 3-2. In baseball, sees the Jays back in action with the Red Sox. Toronto winning 7-6 yesterday. Right now, 6 games are live with the D-backs up 3-2 on the Mets in the 8th inning. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care. Whether it's a one-time donation or a monthly contribution, every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at the Capital Care Foundation.net. The Red Light District brings us back once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
EST Hangout.
Actually, Pickard's been great. He's got the net as long as it can go.
Don't tell that to Tommy.
No, I know. I forgot Tommy was going to be at the rink today, but I was going to mention that and see what his thoughts were.
It's his net. He's the starter.
You have to go with the hot hand.
And he's played well.
Yeah, even if he loses a game, he deserves a chance to rebound.
Yeah, he does.
Absolutely.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Joaquin.
You don't have to put on the red light. Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night.
Joaquin.
You don't have to wear that
Joaquin. 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 Welcome back. EST Afternoons, 1:47. Beautiful day out there. It's game 6, Oilers Kings. Oilers win, second round, baby. Oilers lose, game 7 on Saturday night. Before we get to the red light district, Barry the Cheater says, hey, if I bring my Dean McCann and hockey card tomorrow, will Dean sign it?
I'm pretty sure he would.
Yeah, he's not that kind of guy that's like, no, I'm good.
Oh, he'd probably be surprised you had one.
There you go. There you go. All right. Keep the messages coming to the Nasty Chat. Hit us up on the River Korean box, 780-218-9999. Slam that thumbs up. 28 away from 100. Let's get there for the good old oil as we're now ready for the red light district with Joaquin Gage. Take it away.
Well, we're going to switch gears here a little bit, Nanso.
Okay.
You know, we've been doing this for what? How long?
We're going into our 9th month.
9 months you and I have been doing this. And do I really know you? Do I really know much about you in this 9 months? Yeah, I've scratched the surface, this diamond exterior that you have you're an onion. There's a lot of layers. Some stink, some are okay. I mean, we know your love of Demore lights. We know the red
Mellows.
wine. Sorry. And see, I don't even know that. And we know of being a young boy in the jungles of Chile and being part of the resistance that brought freedom to that country. But what do we really know about Hernan Salas? So what I've done today is I got a little questions just to provide more of a peek behind the curtain of who you actually are. So I'm going to go through some questions in this little segment that the Italians like to call "What Makes You Tick."
All right.
Is what we want to know. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready? Okay. So
we'll see.
I call this this is like the Titanic scenario. Okay. But it's a little bit different.
Okay.
Okay. So you're Rose. You're on the board. And then we all know there was more room for one more person on that board. Rose just wanted to stretch her stuff out. But on the raft, I'm on one side hanging on. And on the other is Koob hanging on it. But the raft is going down. And one of us has to go. Whose frozen fingers are you lifting and letting us go to our watery grave?
I jump off the board and roll with you three, and we try to survive together.
You're not doing that. You have to pick. You have to pick. You can only save one of us. We can't all die, buddy.
The gorilla wins. Oh, wrong question.
I would. Okay. This is tough, man.
Yeah, a lot depends on your answer here. Let's go.
Okay, I love you, Gager, but the only reason I'd go with Koob is because he's younger and he has more of a life to live. Isn't that the right answer?
I don't have any kids.
I guess it is the right answer because you chose it. Okay.
Well, no,
I guess it's me and you then.
My first
Gager?
answer was to jump off and the three of us find survival together.
Yeah, we know that's not happening. Okay, all right. So maybe I didn't want to peek behind this curtain. Okay, so all right, let's move on. Let's move on from that one. Okay, so you like Koob better than me?
No, it's because he's younger.
Okay, you've got a couple choices here. Yeah. All right, and I know these are kind of tough things, I believe, for you. So one is I take you out for a movie, for a 6-hour Marvel superhero movie, or you go to the dentist for a root canal and tooth scraping, but it will be done in 45 minutes. What do you choose? So you have the choice of going to a Marvel movie with me for 6 hours, or you go get a root canal and a teeth scraping or cleaning your teeth. What are you choosing for 45 minutes?
Probably going to the movies.
Oh, wow.
Because I can have a drink, popcorn. I can probably nap if I wanted to. Me and you can share some laughs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I was going to say there. Yeah, he didn't say anything about enjoying the time with you. He's like, well, I could sleep and just. Yeah.
Jesus.
The dentist is never fun. I don't care if it's 10 minutes or an hour. Yeah.
So that's good to know. It's good to know. You're back on it. First one is the Edmonton Oilers going to the final and winning the cup. And we have an EST float in the parade.
Okay.
To all of us. Or you get your old job back like at the Elks, but for the San Francisco 49ers. What are you choosing? Because I figure with the Edmonton Oilers thing, you're sticking here. But San Francisco, you're gone. No more EST.
Repeat that again.
Okay. Jesus. So, kiss, marry, kill. No, I'm kidding. Edmonton Oilers go to the final, winning the cup, and we are part of the parade with an Edmonton Sports Talk float in the parade, or you get your old job back, like at the Elks, but with the NFL's San Francisco 49ers.
Man, that's a good question. I gotta go with. Jeez.
Oh, this is tough here. This is tough.
I gotta go. Old job of the 49ers.
Oh, wow. That's telling. That's very telling.
Because it's probably only going to be offered to me once in my life where the Oilers can win the cup.
Okay.
At any moment.
Okay.
At any given time. So I will have that opportunity.
Again, hanging out with me comes down to it too, a little bit, but that's all right.
People are laughing. They're like, Koob's kid came out of nowhere. Kiss Koob.
Okay. Okay. This is more for your personal life. Okay. Another personal life question. What would you rather do? And you must pick one of these. Okay. Okay. Change a tire in -20 weather, or look after a 1-year-old baby for a long weekend.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, you got to do everything. You're changing diapers, you're feeding, you're up at night. This is a big thing. Or you're just changing a tire, but -20. You ever change a tire in -20?
Oh yeah.
Oof.
I had to get my one time. We couldn't get the bolt off. I had to get my dad and my uncle to come, and we were frozen.
Oh,
it was
awful.
terrible.
I did that once too. But that baby thing.
This one's tough. Well, I hate being cold, so I'm gonna go with
the baby.
Baby.
Oh my gosh!
Because at least you're warm.
Yeah. Tired but warm.
Tired but warm.
Okay, I like that one. Last one. You ready?
Yeah.
When you finally get engaged, you have some options. Okay, so how you get engaged?
Yeah.
So one. Do you go for dinner, like romantic dinner, and have like the engagement ring baked into the dessert?
Okay.
So when finally get down on one knee, how'd that get in there?
Yeah.
And you propose that way. Or this summer, do you borrow Uke's boat, go out with the GF, and say, oh, what's in the water there? You reach down and pull out this ring, get down and propose that way. Or do you do your stupid plan on your next vacation and you plan a ridiculous destination wedding and we all just meet you there and maybe you go to Vegas and you go, same thing. We're down on the strip, say, honey, I love you right in front of the Bellagio. And then we all show up. Which one do you do?
So there's a restaurant, food, there's Uke's boat, water, and then there's
destination.
Proposal.
Maybe it's not big. Proposal, and of course, we all got to fork over all this money to go to your wedding now.
I'd probably go with the destination proposal.
Yeah, I thought so. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that would be. They're all great. Like the Yukon's boat, I didn't even think of. That one's fantastic.
I can't believe you didn't do the kiss, marry, kill.
No, I'm not a stupid man.
Why?
I don't want to kill anyone.
You have to.
All three, Quinn.
You
Jess,
killed me pretty easy on that Titanic question.
Quinn, Jess, and Jasmine. They're all great. They're all great.
All right.
Fantastic. That was fun.
All right. Now we
and I'm not kissing Koob.
I think we know a little bit more.
Yeah,
about
I would
you
jump off the door if you offered that. I would be the one sacrificing myself.
C-Run says he serenades her with La Bamba.
now. Oh, that I could have asked that.
Yeah.
Sweet pipes.
Sweet pipes. That was the Red Light District, brought to you by Joaquin Gage. If you'd like to sponsor the read. Matt at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Hey, Big, you kiss Koob, you coward. Oh, boy, that's too funny. All right, that does it for hour one. Coming up next, we'll do Inside the Numbers for Play Alberta. Brandon Pillar, host on Locked On Senators, will join us at 2:20. Big game there, man. If they can push that to 7, man, the panic level in Toronto is going to be something else to watch for sure. We'll see if they can close it out. Expect a better game from the Leafs, of course, but I mean, the Sens are at home. Could be a good one tonight. That game gets going at 5 o'clock. And we'll continue to tee up Oilers and Kings. Game 6, clinching game for your Edmonton Oilers. We're back after the break here on EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Friday and Saturday, May 9th and 10th, it's the Can-Am Sprint Car Challenge at Rad Torque Raceway. Alberta's best sprint car drivers face off against the American Rocky Mountain Sprint Cars in a methanol-burning, dirt-slinging border battle. Also in action are the modifieds, late models, mini stocks, and hobby stocks, making it a full weekend of family fun racing. The Can-Am Sprint Car Challenge at Rad Torque Raceway, just west of Highway 2 on Highway 19 at Edmonton International Airport. Get your tickets and info at radraceway.com.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Celebrate your birthday at the Banquet Bar. Enjoy great drinks, amazing vibes, and unforgettable memories. Download the Banquet app and get a free pizza pie on your birthday. Book your party today at thebanquetbar.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Calvin Picker gets a start for the Oilers in Game 6 against the Kings. Join Tom Gazzola live on location at the Canadian Ice House at 6:30 for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show alongside Hernan Salas, or tune in only on EST. And there's 3 other games on tap. Minnesota hosts Vegas in Game 6. The Golden Knights are down 3-2 in the series, while the Leafs need just one win against the Sens, up 3-2 in their series to make it to the second round before the Avs and Stars duke it out. Dallas leading that one 3-2. And Hockey Canada has named its first 15 players to play in this month's Men's World Championship in Sweden. Calgary's Mackenzie Weegar, Adam Fantilli of the Blue Jackets, and Noah Dobson of the Islanders are just a few players making the squad. And 2 games dot the NBA slate. Clippers and Nuggets tip off LA with their back against the wall in Game 6, while the Knicks can get past the Pistons up 3-2 in this series. Baseball sees tons of action. Toronto and Boston battle just after 5 o'clock. 4 games are live right now, seeing the Brewers down 4-zip to the White Sox in the 7th inning. I'm Zachary Kubusch. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
2:03, hour 2 here on Edmonton Sports Talk, CSC Afternoons, live from the William Huff Studios here in the west side of the city. Keep hammering that thumbs up. 16 away from 100. So let's get there. Let's try to get to 150. So we got an hour to go before Reed Wilkins and Jay Milne take over. They'll be with you up until 6:30. Then Tom Gazzola live from the Ice House will have your GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. We'll take you right up until 8 o'clock. And then later tonight, following the game, it's going to be a joyful one, or it's going to be a sad one around 11-ish. Well, it might even go later if they go to overtime. So we'll see what happens with the Oilers. How are you feeling out there? I feel like there's like a calm presence right now in Edmonton. Everybody's just kind of chilling. Everybody's just kind of, they feel good about it. I don't feel like what's the word? I don't feel people are kind of, nervous or jittery heading into this game. I feel like everybody's pretty damn calm. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight, as it's a big one. What are you doing for the game? Are you going to hang out with Tommy? Are you doing something at home? Are you going to another establishment? If you're going to the Moss Pit or any Oilers watch parties, please behave yourself. Stop fighting. Stop fighting, please. For Hernan's sake, please stop fighting. I'm tired of seeing these videos pop up on X of these young men fighting all the time. Just chill, enjoy it, especially if they win tonight. Just relax. A lot of people upset with Hernan because I picked the 49ers job over the Oilers winning something like that. But you got to think, that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So I'd have to take the 49ers job. And so, the Oilers can win any year. And they're going to eventually win a Stanley Cup. I believe that. All right, let's get to Inside the Numbers. Of course, brought to you by Play Alberta. Sign up today, deposit 20 or more to get $100 casino bonus. All you have to put in the promo code box is 100 casino. Deposit $20 or more for 100 free bet on sports. All you have to do there is the promo code 100 sports and enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. So sign up today. Go check out the site. Already has Edmonton Sports Talk on the side. And you can see Dusty's bets. You can see everything there. Very happy to have Play Alberta alongside Edmonton Sports Talk. So here it is, Joaquin. All right. Inside the numbers. Callum Pickard save percentage is over 900. That's good. And it's only going to get better. Do you believe that?
Ooh. Is it only going to get better?
Yeah.
What are we talking tonight or throughout the playoffs here?
The playoffs.
I don't like to get too far ahead of myself, but looking at tonight's game, I think it's going to be low scoring. I can see, yeah.
All right.
It does get better.
Callum Pickard's at 904. If that keeps improving, the Oilers will be in good hands.
Didn't we say that's kind of what they would need?
They need, yeah. Well, it was awful to start.
That's what they would need, but I think we said that they would need that with Ekholm in it. Still, I think you got to get over 905. 905 or above, I would say.
Yeah, fair enough. McDavid, if I told you McDavid and Draisaitl were top three in scoring in the playoffs, what would you say?
I would say you're wrong.
Nope, they both are tied for first with 10 points with Adrian Kempe.
Wow.
It's crazy, eh? Well, McDavid had, 5 points in game one?
I guess, yeah. That's.
Do you know who leads the NHL playoffs in plus minus?
Plus minus. Are we talking like anyone? We're not. I'm going to say, shoot. Is it Wallman?
Jake Wallman.
Yeah.
+8.
Yeah.
You
That's because I heard it before. But I was like thinking around, who else would it be?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was leading.
Who is second in the NHL playoffs in hits?
Ovechkin? No, it'd be Hyman.
Hyman with 36.
Holy smokes. This is really Oilers focused, hey?
Well, it's inside the numbers. We're at Edmonton's. Darnell Nurse, top 10. He's actually 10th right now. He's got 14 blocked shots. And he needs to be better. He's been a little hit and miss this series, but he's still top 10.
Top 10 with block shots?
Yeah. You know which Oiler leads the team in shots and is 6th in the NHL in shots when it comes to the playoffs?
Leads the NHL in shots?
Leads the Oilers in shots and is 6th in the NHL in shots in the postseason.
Got to be Bouchard.
Evan Bouchard with 21. The last 5 periods, the Oilers have outscored the Kings 6-1. Will that continue? Because they scored 2 in Game 4 to tie it, and the 1 in overtime, and then they won 3-1.
Oh, like third periods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will that continue? Well, it's going to have to, I think, because I think it's going to go to overtime.
We talked about this yesterday, but Mark has as many goals in his last 2 playoffs combined his last 2 regular seasons with 6. He's a playoff performer.
Yeah.
Absolutely great playoff performer.
What a play by on the goal. The pass going for rebounds. Got to do more of that.
Evander Kane in his 4 games has 2 goals and 1 assist. He's come in this series and turned it around. He's been great. He has a tying goal. Twice he has the tying goal. He's all around it. But when you looked at last week at this time, Joaquin, there's panic at the disco. But now Calvin Pickard's at 904. You need a little bit better, but it probably is going to come if the Oilers continue to play like they didn't give. They have 2 players tied for the league lead in points, McDavid and Draisaitl. Jake Wallman, who struggled in the first 2 games, +8, leads the NHL playoffs. Zach Hyman, 36 hits, 2nd in the NHL playoffs. Unreal. Nurse, up there in block shots. Evan Bouchard, up there in shots on net. For me, this is why the Oilers are going to continue to roll here in this series. And possibly, for me, it's a high possibility they'll close this one out.
Does it matter how Calvin Pickard plays to get Game 7 if required?
I think it... does it matter? I
don't know. I think it's his, regardless. I don't think you want to throw Stu into that. Not having a win yet. Calvin's got 3 wins.
Yeah.
I think you go back to him regardless Saturday.
Oh, this is... There's no way I see this going to Skinner at any point.
What do you mean? Even next round if they get there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you're saying you live and die with Pickard right now?
Yeah. He's your guy. Okay, let's just say for the conversation, they drop the game, they go into Game 7. It's still Skinner.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
And
then into the next round, if the Oilers get by either today or on Saturday, it's Pickard, the starter. Until he has 2 bad games, I don't think you see Skinner.
So you're saying, okay.
Is that fair?
I think you're just everyone's going to make the argument that he hadn't played back-to-back games till what, March? It's been a year since he'd played back-to-backs, and now, not that they're back-to-backs, but they're every second night.
Yeah.
Right? No, I think you have to. It's him definitely for the rest of the series. I think it depends. If the Oilers go to the next round, game one, they and if Calvin Pickard looks fatigued, just has that lethargic look, even if it's just after one game, I could see them going back to Skinner.
Yeah, I mean, looking ahead, the Oilers would have to play 2 stinkers for me to see Skinner in the pipes again, because he hasn't been good. And now, it wasn't all on him in the first 2 games. There was a lot of defensive issues. The team wasn't playing great, even though they had a brilliant comeback in the third in game 1. It wasn't enough with that flutter puck. I just think, for now at least, this game, and if there is a game 7, it's Pickard's net, and he starts, again, if they get past LA, he starts game 2, and then I think it has to be 2 bad performances to see Stuart Skinner back in the pipe. I do. I don't see how you go to him now, Joaquin. I truly don't.
I see what you're saying, but I would have started Pickard, though, in the series.
It's interesting because do those games change at all? Like, is it a split instead of LA going up 2-0? Is it because the Oilers were terrible in game 2? Like, terrible. I don't care who was in net in that game. You weren't going to win because they were awful defensively. The turnovers by Kubusch, they couldn't kill a penalty. So for me, it's not like, oh, yeah, if Pickard starts, it's a different story. I mean, they're still, they have a chance to clinch tonight, Joaquin, where last Thursday, well, going into Friday, it was pure panic mode because the Oilers were down 2-0, and they gave up the lead late in, not late, but they gave up the lead in game 3. They're able to claw back in that one, and then we all know what happened in game 4, and then pure domination in game 5. So it's going to be interesting to see what LA Kings team shows up tonight. Does Hiller have a different strategy? Like, when they're up, let's just say they're up late in the third, is he going to lock it down and not send anyone in on the forecheck? Like, it's cost him, and people in LA are not happy about that.
But remember what he said when Bernstein asked him the question, right? And then he said he's not going to answer it. Then he did answer it.
Yeah.
And he said, well, Quinton Byfield, if he gets the puck out, we're not even talking about this, right? So there is an arrogance there that this is the way he thinks he needs to have success, is this kind of defensive structure. And I guess it's hard to change after the success of the regular season, but it's so much different against the Oilers.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be interesting. Is he going to roll more than 4 defensemen? It's, for the life of me, I don't understand why. And we were talking about earlier, if they lose this series, the Kings, is Hiller possibly out? I know Big Uke and a few others on the Nasty Chat were saying, where's Rob Blake land on this? Is there a heat on him?
It's got to be.
Right?
Yeah, because they went internal for the coaching change, right? These are all Blake's guys.
They only got Kuzmenko at the deadline.
Yeah, but they did. I think he saved a lot of face by getting Kemper, right? And
that trade worked out for both teams.
Yeah, that was a huge trade. And it's not like goaltending hasn't been, well, has goaltending been the reason that the Kings have lost 3 straight?
I think it's a part of it. Like, outside of game 5, Kemper hasn't been very good. And you can say that about the 3 goalies that have played in this series, right? Like, Kemper was outstanding last game, and they still lost.
You always look to a major turning point in the series. And if the Oilers win, I think that call is going to be the focal point. The goaltender interference call is going to be the biggest turning point of this series.
We'll look at two things. That call, which there's no interference. I don't know who gave him the green light to challenge that. That was brutal. And then Byfield not getting the puck out in game 4. He gets that puck out, it's game over. They're up 3-1 heading home.
Yeah.
I think those 2 plays are going to be just, oof. And it's funny because we've had a lot of LA Kings guests on. We love them all. John Hoven, Dennis Bernstein, Jonathan Davis. We've had a lot. And they said this year is different because they have depth. And yet Hiller's only using 8-9 forwards and 4 defensemen. There's no depth. They probably had more depth last year. Jamie says, it's a starter's job to lose, and Skinner lost it. Go with the goalie that's producing wins, regardless whether the team plays different in front of each of them. Playoffs or wins, period. I agree. I think this is Calvin Pickard's net now.
There is something to getting in a groove as a goalie in the playoffs, and things just start rolling. Like, how many times have you seen it? Goalies just get confident, just playing it's a feeling that you get, the consistency of playing and being at that high competition level for a long time. It's a lot of fun, first of all, but I would have a hard time switching now, because I think there's more that he has to give. I think Pickard's got a better game still. Still think that Skinner's top game's a lot higher, but
now, how far can you go with Pickard? That's a different question.
How far can you go with anyone? I mean, Vasilevsky looked pretty normal in that series, you know?
But he's got the stripes. He's won, right? Like, so Skinner took the Oilers to... Listen, Skinner was a part of a team that went to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals, lost by... Was it?
Do you think that plays into it a little bit with... I can't see that playing in with Doughty or Kopitar, guys that have done it before. Especially those two that they, if the Oilers are up by a goal with a minute and a half and it's not going well, back to Hermosa. I'll go surfing tomorrow. I'll feel better about myself. Right?
I mean, it's going to be interesting. All right, we got to get to a break here. 93 thumbs up, 7 away from 100. Keep slamming that thumbs up. Keep hitting us up on the Nasty Chat and the River Cree inbox, the afternoon inbox. It's always brought to you by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out Los Lobos, La Bamba, baby, on May 15th. And the following day, you can switch it up, bump and grind with Drew Hill and Genuine. For tickets, go to rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. Next up, we go to the nation's capital. Big game there. Can the Sens pull it off and force a Game 7? We'll talk with Brandon Pillar from Locked On Senators here on EST Afternoons. We're back after the break, but first up, a sports update with Koob.
Hart Trophy finalist Leon Draisaitl and the Edmonton Oilers can get past the Kings in Game 6. Calvin Pickard takes the crease. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas teeing up the action during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show at 6:30 live from the Canadian Ice House. You can listen or watch right here on EST. And out east, the Senators can push 7 games against the Leafs, down 3-2 in the series, while the Golden Knights look to stay alive in Game 6 against the Wild before Colorado hosts Dallas. The Stars hoping to win the series 4-2. Meanwhile, 15 players have been named to represent Team Canada overseas at the upcoming Men's World Championship. Columbus's Ken Johnson, San Jose's Macklin Celebrini, and Seattle's Brandon Montour have made the team. Basketball has 2 Game 6s. Knicks and Pistons open up the night. Detroit with their backs up against the wall, while the Clippers challenge the Nuggets to force a Game 7. And just after 5 o'clock, the Jays and Red Sox rematch. Jose Barrios gets the ball for Toronto with 3 games live. Right now, the Cards are down 8-1 to the Reds in the top of the 8th inning. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc, they're the experts you need to know. Once we get back from break, we go out east to talk some Leafs and Sens with Brandon Pillar from Locked On Sens. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah. That's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
And there they go, to Sentinel Storage. The snowblower and winter gear goes in. They shoot, we store!
Need extra space? Store your winter gear with Sentinel Storage and win extra space at home. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Time out, Edmonton. The new Play Alberta app has arrived, and it's here to make your gambling experiences more fun, exciting, and secure. Enjoy the convenience of hundreds of casino games, betting live on your favorite sports teams, and access to lotteries all in one place anywhere in Alberta. Enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. That's a $50 free bet for new and existing users using code YEG50. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Strike up some fun at the Banquet Bar. Bowling, drinks, and a great time with friends where the good times roll. Whether you're here to bowl or just hang out, the Banquet Bar is your go-to spot. Get real, play hard at the Banquet.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
It's 2:24. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Oilers game day, game 6. They can clinch. They can book their ticket to the second round with a win tonight here at Rogers Place. We'll see what kind of Kings team shows up and what kind of Oilers team shows up as well. If they show up like they did in Game 5, the Oilers, this one's going to be a good night, LA Kings. But another big game in Canada has the Ottawa Senators hosting the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they're looking to push it to 7 games. It's going to be rocking there in the nation's capital. And to tee up this game, we're joined by one of the hosts on Locked On Senators, Brandon Pillar. Brandon, how the vibes down there, man?
Hey guys, good to be back on the show. The vibes are good in Ottawa. I mean, it's a little rainy in this part of the country today, but it was raining on Game 4 when they got the home win in Ottawa as well. So we'll take that as a good omen, actually. It's a bad omen for the Toronto Maple Leafs that are trying to close out this series. But the pesky Ottawa Senators keep fighting back. And Brady Tkachuk said at Game 4 after the game, we're coming back here to the CTC. And the captain fulfilled his promise. And here we are, Game 6.
Brandon, it's interesting because outside of Game 1 and obviously Game 5, this is Jamie McClellan was on our morning show. And he said this has been a pretty close series. I mean, it's gone to overtime in 3 games. Could have went either way. I mean, if you look at Toronto's 2 wins, the Benoit scoring, like it's just a lot of things were going Toronto's way. But this series is a lot closer than many people think, especially when it was 3-0.
Yeah, and I think Sens fans might have got clowned on a little bit for taking that take when we're down 3-0, being like, look at the advanced analytics, look at the 5-on-5 play. It's been 2 games of overtime, and the classic rebuttal as well, you're down 3-0, which is fair. But I mean, if you really watch the games and you're looking at the stats, it's not like the Leafs were dominating throughout the whole series like they did in Game 1 with a 6-2 win, obviously. The Ottawa Senators have really figured things out. They've matured massively, in my opinion, from games 1 and 2 throughout the rest of the series. Everybody talked about how they had such a little playoff experience, which is true, but the only way to get playoff experience is to experience it, and that's what they had to do the first couple of games. And now Travis Green, the coaching staff, the vets on this team that they acquired that had playoff experience, I feel like they've done a really good job helping the younger guys along here to figure it out.
Brandon, you mentioned just experience, but the Senators find themselves in a unique position now that they're gaining experience. If the Toronto Maple Leafs find a way to pull this one out tonight, or does this look like a failure to the Ottawa Senators because they haven't been to the playoffs and they're gaining experience, or is it now gotten to the point, well, we're here, let's keep this train rolling?
No, I don't think it would be a failure if they lost tonight. I mean, this team hasn't been in the playoffs for 8 years. The last time was 2017. A lot of these guys, it's their first taste of playoff action. So you have to experience failures as well to keep growing. I mean, the Toronto Maple Leafs fans should know that better than anyone. They've been in the playoffs for how many consecutive years, right? And they've only won one round. Like, it doesn't always happen just like that. You can have the best players, you can spend all the money, you can say this is your year, but it doesn't always work out. And the Ottawa Senators, for a lot of these guys, this is their first taste, and they're learning. And I think the Sens fan base also is learning where to set expectations. I think mostly, guys, the fact that when the Sens were down 3-0 and they didn't get swept, a lot of Sens fans had a sigh of relief, being like, okay, we didn't get swept our first time to our provincial rivals and our division rivals. So anything beyond this is a bonus, and we're taking it one game at a time. We're confident, but we're not going to get too far ahead of ourselves. Still got a big game to win tonight, but we're hoping to extend the series all the way to 7.
Brandon, what do Linus Ullmark started a little shaky. He's been really good the last 2 games. What are you seeing from his game that's allowed him to kind of turn it around? Is it overall the team's playing better in front of him, or is it just Linus Ullmark finding his groove here late in the series?
Maybe a bit of both, but I'll give credit to Linus Ullmark for finding his game. He's had the narrative of being a guy that once he gets to the playoffs, his numbers aren't that great, which ironically is similar to the other recent Vezina winning goalie in Connor Hellebuyck, but he's finding his game as well. So being good in the regular season doesn't necessarily automatically translate to playoff success, but Ullmark and Hellebuyck, these guys have the chance to change their narrative, and Ullmark's doing that in a big way in Ottawa. He had a good game 4, kept his team in it, gave him a chance to win, and they repaid him. And then how about backing that up with a 29-save shutout 4-0 win in game 5 for the Sens? So Ullmark being better is huge for this team. That's been one of, if not the biggest missing pieces for this Ottawa Senators team for years, is they didn't have the guy. Ullmark's the guy. They're not going to go to Forsberg here. So he's had to know, all right, first couple of games didn't go my way. I'm going to have to figure this out. And he was given the opportunity to do that. Mm-hmm. And he's repaying the Senators here with some great performances in the last 2 games.
Brandon, so now you have the confidence growing in the young, inexperienced Senators team. But there's a lot of experience on the other side, like you forementioned, that haven't had a lot of success coming out of the first round. Is that kind of the bulletin board motivation that the Ottawa Senators are clinging to now, going, look, these guys have failed at this before. They're going to start hearing a lot about it. Is this boosted their belief in possibilities of getting this to Game 7 and beyond?
I think it should be, but I think the Sens have done a good job, at least when they're talking to the media, to just focusing on themselves. The media talks about, do you think you've planted the seed of doubt in the Toronto Maple Leafs? And, Brady said, yeah, I think so, but he doesn't really elaborate on it because they want to focus on how they're playing, and their play has been able to change things here. And even there's an example of, we know it's only happened 4 times in NHL history where a team has gone down 3-0 and come back and won. Well, it's nice when a guy that's been on one of those teams, Claude Giroux, is in your locker room and can give you some perspective and say, hey, I've been here. I've done it. If we have the belief, we can figure this out. And there are some similarities between how this series is going between Ottawa and Toronto and the way it was going with Philly back in the day. I believe some of the games had the exact same scores leading up to where this is at. So good omens. I think we're hoping for a 2-1 Ottawa Senators regulation win in Game 6 to follow the Philadelphia Flyers path back then. But I do think that, look, and Sens fans, we like to poke fun here, and I think kind of behind closed doors, we haven't been too loud about it, but when we're looking across at a 3-0 trailing in a series, it is nice to know it's the Toronto Maple Leafs, a team that has been known, this is just facts, guys, I'm just saying facts, has been known to choke away some leads, choke away some series. They did it 3-1 up against the Habs a couple of years ago, and the Habs found a way back. We all remember how things go when they play the Boston Bruins. So that at least gives you a little bit of comfort knowing, okay, we've got a guy on our team that's done it before, and we're going up against a team that's had it done to them before. Brandon,
will you be at the game? Are you in the arena?
No, not tonight, guys.
Okay.
I'm actually outside of the Ottawa area, so it's a 6-hour drive for me to get to Ottawa. So I made it for games 3 and 4. I was not able to make it to tonight's game, but I'm sure you'll be hearing me cheer even from 6 hours away. Actually, you probably won't. The CTC is rocking so much. There's going to be no outside noise because despite what people say about the Sens fan base, the arena's way away from downtown, whatever. When playoffs come, this fan base shows up. Sens fans, they're excited and they've been starved for playoff action like this, and they've been rewarded with getting another game in this series at home. They're going to make it known that they're happy to be there.
So are you just watching at home? You going to with some friends? Like, what's the tradition there for Brandon Pillar?
Yeah, well, I'm just going to be watching at home. I haven't got to cover a lot of playoff games, guys. So when I get to, either I'm going to the game or I'm at home. I don't invite the buddies over. I don't have a watching party. I'm sitting there dialed in. I got my laptop. I'm taking notes. I'm checking stats. Maybe live betting a little bit too much, but when the Sens win, that goes well for me. But I'm dialed into these games, so I can't take the risk of going out to a bar. There's too many Leafs fans there. The audio's not good. I don't have a sightline of the TV. I got to lock in here at home, guys.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that the helicopter's in the shop there. You can't get in there for the games.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome, Brandon. Well, we wish you guys the best of luck. Enjoy the game. Big game here in Edmonton as well. Yeah, any thoughts on Edmonton, LA, Brandon?
It's an interesting series because there's been some back and forth. I'm sure you guys have had some stress, anybody that's a fan base in this team. But an interesting move for you guys switching goalies. That's one thing that we talked about that maybe would be a big game changer in this series is the Sens knew they had a number one guy, whereas the Leafs, maybe there would be some back and forth. They've stuck with Stolarz here, but are you guys happy and confident with the switching goal?
Yeah, you can't not be 3 straight wins, right? And the thing that's helped the Edmonton and I think the fan base too was the injury to Stuart Skinner late in the season that allowed Calvin Pickard to, not that his game was off by any means, but just kind of get it into the right window before the start of the playoffs and just essentially get him some reps, right? That's kind of what I think everyone looked at it as. They knew it was Skinner's net, but he's provided Oilers with, I would say, adequate goaltending, I think, over the past 3 games.
He hasn't been unreal. Like, he hasn't stolen the game, but he's not losing in the game. He's making that one save more than Darcy Kemper, and that's all you can ask for. And Brandon, to be honest, for a lot of the fan base here, Pickard's their number one for Stuart Skinner. So... yeah, so we'll see what happens tonight for both Canadian teams, the Ottawa Senators, and you like how I left Toronto out there. No disrespect to Toronto Maple Leafs there, but we're all cheering for Ottawa.
Yeah,
wink, wink.
Well, I hope you guys are able to clear out your series as well, and we'll extend things. And hey, maybe we'll see you guys later on in June. Sens Oilers Stanley Cup final. That sounds good.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
That'd be great, Brandon. Hey, enjoy the game tonight, buddy. Thank you for jumping on, and I'm sure we'll chat soon.
All right, thanks, guys.
That's Brandon Pillar. He's one of the hosts on Locked On Senators, probably the best Locked On hockey probably the best podcast on the Locked On network. Those guys do an amazing job. They get players, they get management. Him and Ross, our good buddy Ross Levitan, they do a great job. So make sure to check them out. If you like to find Brandon on Twitter, he's at Brandon Pillar 1, and they do a great job covering the Ottawa Senators. Going to be a fun game, man. Just 2 hours and 20 minutes away from puck drop from the good old arena there in Ottawa.
Does it surprise you? I mean, the only stat, like I'm looking at just the goals, assists, points. The only Leaf that's actually cracking the top 5 in any of those key categories, I believe, is Stolarz with his goals against.
Yeah, again, if you ask me what to think about that game tonight, I have no idea, man. Like, I can be. I just hope Ottawa wins just to see the.
Yeah. You want like I was listening to Noodles and O-Dog, and it's already creeping in the doubt, right?
Biz
is in a sauna.
He's losing it.
Going full zen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good bit, but like they said, like they showed just ISO shifted kind of the big 4 guys and their effort, and and stuff. You can see why Maple Leafs fans are infuriated.
Oh, man. I just want to see chaos tonight. Not here in Edmonton, though. I just want to see a calm night. The Oilers are in control all night. I know that's wishful thinking. But we want to, I am getting this vibe, though, from our inbox, the River Cree inbox, and I'm from the Nasty chat, that everybody's pretty calm right now. No one's kind of like nervous Nellies.
Have you been out in the streets yet?
No, I haven't. Is it nervous out there?
Yes.
Okay.
The amount of people I've seen with like Oiler jerseys on, though, that's how I measure. If I see none, I'm thinking everyone's okay. But I saw one woman because my wife bedazzles my daughter's dance outfits, like puts like stones and stoning and makes them all sparkly. This woman sparkled her McDavid jersey. Looked phenomenal. Like individual beads on the numbers, the all the lines. Looked like a chandelier.
Nice. I don't know. I just feel like, because usually on our Nasty chat, it's like people are like, oh, I don't know. There's a lot of negativity and then there's a positive side. Today, everybody's just kind of like, no one's really saying much. It's just kind of like, yeah, the Oilers are the better team. They're going to win. Like I
don't like it.
There's like a weird calm feeling right now.
I don't like it.
Stop it.
I think...
we need to be panicking like we always do.
I don't like it because I think everyone's going, well, we got one more game. I don't like that.
Well, it's true, but I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah. It's just a weird feeling right now. Is that a good or a bad thing? We'll discuss.
Do you think people have it in the bag? They think the Oilers have it in the bag here? That why?
I feel like there's the calm is due to confidence that they're going to close it out tonight.
Sailor says, all my coworkers are pooping their pants about the Leafs. It's a thing of beauty.
See, that's when you know things are good, when you're pooping your pants. But there's a nice calm in Edmonton today. I kind of like it. I don't know. Scott Thompson says, I'm flipping. You might be the only one, my friend. Jasmine says it's such a weird feeling. Yeah, it truly is. Like I don't think I've ever felt this calmness in the last 2 years with the Oilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. All right.
I did slip you a gummy earlier, though.
We're back after the break. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne, they're getting ready. They'll be on air at 3. They'll take you right up until 6:30. Tom Gazzola joins the fun at 6:30 from the Ice House for the Oil Stream pregame shows. We get you set as it's a night the Oilers can punch their ticket to the second round. What say you? We'll read your messages next here on EST Afternoons. Here's Koob, Sports Update.
Hart nominee Leon Draisaitl and the Oilers can punch their ticket to the second round with a win against the Kings in Game 6. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola, Hernan, Salas as Gazzola goes live from the Canadian Ice House at 6:30. Listen live or watch on EST. And from Winnipeg, Mark Scheifele is out for Game 6 against St. Louis with an undisclosed injury, which forced him to miss the last 2 periods in Winnipeg's Game 5 win yesterday. And 3 other games are on tap. The Sens look to push their series to 7 games against the Leafs, down 3-2 in the series, while the Avs and Stars duke it out. Dallas controlling Colorado 3-2. And from Minnesota, Vegas looks to rally with a win to tie their series at 3 apiece. 2 teams on the brink of elimination in basketball. The Pistons trail the Knicks 3-2, while the Nuggets hold the Clippers against the wall in Game 6. And after rebounding with the 7-6 win last night, Toronto rematches Boston just after 5 o'clock with 2 games underway right now in baseball, seeing the Reds up 9-1 on the Cardinals in the 9th inning. I'm Zachary Kubusch. That was your sports update. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back on the other side of the break.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
I could have taken some photos for OnlyFans. Reed Wilkins up gown shots. What's Reed wearing for the eye surgery? What's going to pop out next? I think I was totally covered except my eyeball peeking out, and maybe other parts of me. I don't know if they uncovered anything else. Cover up his face, but lift up that gown. Oh, you know what? Put it back.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You're Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Play more tables and games.
Play more tables and games. Make the most of your bad game. Oh, you want to, you need to, you know just what you gotta do. It's time to add some fun to your life. Make the most of your bad game. Play more tables and games. PlayMoreGames.ca.
.244 final segment here on EST Afternoons. How you doing out there? Are you calm? I don't know. I got a weird feeling in my gut.
I can't take it anymore.
Big Uke says, I'm hyped up. Well, that's good too, though. Like, but you're not like nervous, Big Uke, is what I'm saying. Hard to be super worried with all the Oilers' experience, and especially when the Kings coach keeps shortening their bench and they are a week on the road. That's a good point. I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. Paulie Deuce says, that's almost guaranteed, my friend.
What is?
Talking about that jersey you're talking about, says it looks awesome. Pat says Oilers worked out their bugs with rust and chemistry and lines and are getting better and more confident. Kings are tired and have to be feeling doubt after getting thrashed so thoroughly the last 5 periods and blowing a 2 games lead while playing 12 guys. Pat, another good point. Northside Sandwich, I do think the Oilers will win. That does not mean that I'm still not nervous as hell. This one from Dudley. Man, it would suck if we met Senators in the finals and Senators won, getting beat by Tkachuk 2 years in a row. No.
Oh, that would suck.
Calm down with that one. I don't think the Sens are going to the Stanley Cup final. No disrespect to our buddy Brandon, but
who do you think's coming out?
On the East?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good question. Okay, I'm not going to say Carolina.
Why?
No.
Look at their stats. I mean, they did play an American League team in the first round, but
if I'm being honest, I think Florida's going to make another trip.
I know. Yeah.
I don't think Toronto, Ottawa are there. I don't think Washington will get there, and I don't think Carolina will get there. I think it's going to be Florida, man. Florida rolled the Tampa Bay Lightning. Rolled them.
Physically, emotionally, and spiritually. They dismantled that team.
Like, they destroyed that team.
Yeah.
They destroyed them.
And I thought that Tampa was going to beat them.
Well, I didn't think they'd beat them. I thought it'd be like 6-7 games. Okay, tonight, does Vegas punch their ticket to the second round, or does Mini push it to 7?
Does Mini? I think that's it for the Minnesota Wild.
Okay, I think they're going to tie it up. The other game. Dallas at Colorado. Can Colorado force a game 7?
I hope so. For some reason, I don't like Dallas.
They just watching games in the Dallas arena. Like, it's kind of
I like it.
It's dark.
I like it for the camera angle. You feel like you're close.
You know what's scary about Dallas? They have no Miro Heiskanen and no Jason Robertson yet.
I know,
and they could potentially eliminate the Avs tonight.
See, this is the whole thing when people get all hot and horny for picks and stuff at the trade deadline. So they had Drury came over early, but Coyle, Nelson, and do they add anyone else? Well, I mean, Brock Nelson and Charlie Coyle were their big kind of acquisitions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going, oh my gosh, you look down the pipe, you got McKinnon, you got Nelson, you got Coyle now, you're just, Jack Drury's a good, a great fourth line center that you can use. And you're thinking, but again, it doesn't always mean getting the big names doesn't always equal success in the playoffs, right?
No, it doesn't. I mean, Colorado being out is for the West is a big. I mean, you're probably okay. Let's just say it's Winnipeg, Dallas. I mean, pick your poison there, man. Like, I don't know who you'd want to meet there. They're both excellent teams.
Well, now with Scheifele out,
we'll see how long, right?
But you look at.
It'd be good for the Oilers to clinch tonight because then they're going to get days off. Minnesota wins. Vegas has to play Saturday. And then the winner of that series will probably get 2 days off. So the Oilers will have some time here to rest some players and get some practice time in.
Well,
that's huge.
The rest is huge. The longer, I mean, yeah, if they can, because when would it start, the next series?
Well, it all depends on what happens.
What happened. But if the other ones went 7, that would be Saturday.
They'd get Sunday, Monday off.
And start Tuesday. So they'd have almost a week off.
If the Oilers and Golden Knights win tonight, I can see potentially the Oilers starting Saturday, to be honest.
Oh, right.
Or Sunday.
Sunday they'd probably do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah. They would start on the weekend.
They'd start Sunday.
Yeah. But I don't want to work Sunday. Big Uke says Washington just might have what it takes to go on a run. It's true. Big Uke, if I had to pick a second team in the East, it'd be Washington. I don't think Carolina, Toronto, or Ottawa can get there.
They gave me a little bit of pause against the the Canadians, but Canadians played well. I'll give them that. But I don't know. The Panthers look really good.
So Jasmine says Florida Oilers rematch. Can you imagine?
No. That'd be great, though.
Oh, man.
It'd be really great.
And this time the Oilers go up 3-0?
And it goes to 7?
And it goes to 7.
Who gets home ice in that? Florida still does, right?
I think it's still Florida, yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Could the Oilers have home ice in any of the next? They couldn't. I don't think.
No, because Winnipeg, Dallas, and Vegas, the only team they would have home ice is Minnesota pulls up the upset.
Yeah. It's the only team.
That's what happens when you don't. Well, last year they started on the road against LA. No, they started at home, and then they went on the road in Vancouver, went on the road in Dallas.
Yeah, it was the rest was the road.
Yeah. I mean, so I don't really care where they start. The Oilers always played. I mean, look at last year. Who would have thought they would have got past Vancouver and Dallas? Well, when they got past Vancouver, no one gave the Oilers a chance against Dallas.
Yeah, and they looked like the more dominant team against Dallas, I thought.
Games tonight, Maple Leaf Senators, 5 o'clock. 5:30, Golden Knights, Minnesota Wild. 7:30, Dallas Stars, Colorado Avalanche. And, of course, here, the Oilers and Kings. I don't know if it's 8:10-ish or 8:20-ish, but it's going to be late regardless. So take a nap.
Triple OT?
Oh, my God.
No, come on.
It won't happen.
Don't put that out in the universe. I mean, if the Oilers win, it's fine, but... No, Big Uke says Edmonton would have home ice against Florida.
Let's see.
Is that right, Big Uke?
Florida had...
I mean, I trust
98 points.
Yeah, the Oilers had more.
Oh, the Oilers have 101.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Big Uke coming
Big
in with
Uke.
the save.
Thanks. Nice. Well, I guess it's going 7 and back here.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that happened? Total reverse.
Yeah, it'd be amazing. Just imagine that night here in Edmonton. Holy smokes.
That
kind of scares you a little, doesn't it?
We're looking way too...
I know.
far.
We're getting way too confident here.
This is.
Well, I blame the nasties because everybody seems very calm right now. I don't like this calm.
I don't think they're that calm.
Like no one's freaking out.
No, you'll be freaking out.
There's usually some negative Nellies that are, all over the Oilers, and they're probably going to lose tonight. And
I'm pretty I'm more confident in the Oilers tonight than I have been in a long time, just because of the fact of the way that the Hiller coaches the Kings. He's going to shorten his bench. He's going to go with 4D at a certain point, and or maybe he's going to go 5D with Kempe on the back end.
Maybe he's going to roll 8 forwards and Kempe will play defense.
8 and 5. Jeez.
Yeah. Big Uke says, I'm not just a pretty face, gentlemen. No,
right.
It's true,
It's
man.
true.
Very true. Very handsome, Big Uke. Big Uke, you going to the Ice House to hang out with Tom Gazzola? I think he got a haircut.
Who?
Tom.
Did he?
Or maybe he got it a while ago and I'm just noticing.
That pompadour is pretty high, though. Isn't it? It looks good.
Yeah.
I think he has the chessboard jacket on tonight.
He might. No. Oh, because he's going to the game. Yeah. He might.
Yeah.
He absolutely might.
His fancy shoes that he has custom made.
He's a fancy boy.
He is fancy. That's why we love him.
Yep. And he eats a lot.
Does he?
Oh, yeah. Hey, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Go check out Los Lobos, La Bamba Live, guys, May 15th. Be awesome. You can also check out Andrew Santino, the comedian, on May 22nd. RiverCreeResort.com or hit up the River Cree box office for your tickets. You guys want to go to Los Lobos?
I'd rather go to Andrew Santino, actually. That guy's funny. Have you guys watched the show Dave?
No. I'm going to look him up right now.
He's a co-star on that. He has ginger hair. He's a pretty funny guy.
I know
he gets
guy.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty funny, Koob.
Oh,
Cool.
that guy.
Yeah,
exactly, right?
Oh, he's hilarious. He's with Bobby
Lee.
Bobby Lee.
I think, yeah.
Oh, he was in the Ricky Stanicki too.
Was he?
Yeah.
He does everything, hey?
Yeah, he's in Ricky Stanicki. Is Dave any good?
Dave's a good show. It's kind of like a satire about this guy who is a rapper. His name is Lil Dicky. And he's an actual, like, he can rap, and he actually had a career and made an album and stuff, but there's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of good jokes. It's pretty good.
I just think that Ricky Stanicki was hilarious. Goes to show me I have the horrible taste in humor.
Yeah, that movie was okay.
What do you mean okay? It was hilarious.
It was okay. It wasn't hilarious. It was just okay. Okay, we got to get out. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up. They'll be with you from 3 to 6:30. Then Tom Gazzola live from the Ice House will join you 6:30 to 8 o'clock for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. It's going to be a fun night, ladies and gents. Behave out there. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the sun. Be safe. Let's go, Oil. We'll see what happens tonight. For Joaquin Gage, Zach Kubusch, I'm Hernan Salas. Thank you for tuning in. Keep it locked on Edmonton Sports Talk. Presented by Play Alberta. Reed Wilkins up next. Ciao.